Good morning. It's swim day at school today. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at that. More crap. It's never ending with the husband. I just cleaned out this garage. I just did it. Next stop, Home Depot. Getting some paint mixed up. For the patio. Okay, babies are down and Mama's going to paint these, all of these, and connect them to the patio over there. Okay, we're gonna do primer. We're using Kills 3. This is the best primer out there for coverage, etc. So BK is a super cheap person, and I don't know why. He's not cheap with his other family, but with me, he's super cheap, okay? He's always giving to everyone else, but for us, he's like, no, oh my God, it's so expensive, blah, 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 blah. It's weird, right? It should be the opposite. But anyway, point being is that he always wants to buy cheap materials and make it harder on me. And for me, I'm like, okay, you know, I'd rather buy the more expensive one because then it'll take me lesser time to do it. I don't have to do 2 or 3 coats, and the way that it like paints, it's so much easier, like coverage wise. And in the end, even though he's cheap, he still has to buy more of the product to get the coverage that we need. So what's the point? The point is basically he doesn't work smart, I work smart. I buy the expensive one and then roll once instead of 3 or 4 times. Same thing with these wood yesterday. Like, we were transporting it and he was doing it one by one. I was like, why don't you use the dolly? He was like, well, that's too much coordination. I was like, okay. So then I just took the dolly and I transported all of it by myself while he was going back and forth. I'm like, okay, you do you. And then in the end he's like, oh well, thank goodness that I came up with a plan. He's always trying to steal all my ideas. But anyways, we're doing the expensive stuff because we're working smarter, not harder, okay? In the end, you're gonna spend the same. So let's do this. Get gloves on and rock and roll. Let's go. Okay. We got our gloves on. We do not want to get our hands dirty. Here it is, my little situation here. We are going to start painting. This primer has a little bit of gray in it. Usually comes in white, but the guy was nice enough to shake it up for me and add a little bit of gray because it'll be easier on me to paint because we're doing black, okay? If you're doing white, you should definitely stick to white primer, anything light, but if you're doing dark, the gray will help with the coverage, which is exactly what I need. Okay.
Yes?
How are my kids?
Huh?
Are the kids up? Are they still
I'm
sleeping?
not sure.
Can I help you?
Seeing progress? It's kind of hot out there.
I know, I thought this was shade and
I told you move it over there.
come out here, it's so hot, and now it just started to shade around here.
Well, because the sun comes up that way. See right there, all that shade that I told you to move over there yesterday?
Oh, I didn't know. You were telling me that there's no, back here is all shade, so I'm like, okay.
It is shade. You're standing in it.
How about you just do me a favor and move some of these over here? So much space wasted. About a good 5 hours later and the primer is on. I did take some breaks. It was super hot. I'm gonna try to paint this tonight. Obviously it's easier to spray paint, but you know, I'm getting my exercise in. Arm work, all that good stuff. So it's not too bad. So it's kind of gray, you can see. But we're gonna paint it black. The gray will help with coverage as well. Okay, break time, break time. So tired, so hot.
I scare you?
That hurts like crazy.
Mine does too, from watching you all day.
I know, I've been going out since 9 o'clock and feeding babies and changing their diapers. My husband just sit on there on the computer talking, his hands free to do nothing. Can't do anything else. Can't change diapers. Can't multitask.
So what's taking so long?
I'm a one-woman show. That's what's taking so long.
Keyword woman.
Taking a breather, chilling with my boys. Hi. Hi. We got Sky. And we got Rain right here, serving up some tacos. Huh? Scooper had to come home today because he had a rash. I'm not sure where it came from, but hopefully it's not food or some sort of allergic reaction. He's just chilling there. I'll get him some dinner soon. Oh, so tired. Tuna. This is the last bit of it. I want to get this done tonight. Everything's already set up, so I don't want to reset. It's a waste. So there's only a few left, so might as well. That's crazy though. Okay, so this is the second piece for the ribeye cap. We obviously can't do like the whole pack, so this is the second part of the pack. It didn't stick together. I tried to like poke it, but it didn't stick. So
You use short pieces. You made a long spear.
I know. I cut it into short pieces, and I tried to reconstruct it, but that didn't work out. So this is it. We're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sure it's okay. Not a big deal.
Well, let's try one. Put one of the.
This one?
Yeah, that
This
one.
way, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's not as red, but I think it's okay.
Yeah. I set it to 123 instead of 120 also.
Oh, okay.
It's
Still
so
kind
rough,
of like
yeah.
red. Okay.
That one.
Okay, Scoop. It's still good.
Yesterday's better?
That's so good.
Same.
Okay. You should cut it this way.
Oh, I cut it the wrong way?
Yeah, I told you the wrong way.
This way?
Yeah, see how the thing is like that?
Okay.
It'll
Scooper wants some
it'll be
steak?
softer.
No.
Some beef?
No.
Why?
You need better knives.
With some cake.
Beef, okay? Good, huh? Come on, little bit. Come on.
It's yummies.
Please?
Tastes like soda.
Okay. Bon appetit. Here. You try.
This one hot.
Very soft though.
Next time we keep it together, intact.
This one wasn't bad. You think I probably like this? I just had to sear it faster.
No sock, Daddy.
9 p.m. and it is done, complete. I hope that I didn't miss any spots because it's at night, so can't really see much, but I did do a couple layers just to be sure. All of this. A lot of work, I tell ya. A lot of work. Spraying would have been much faster, easier, but prep time you have to take into account. You have to make sure that you don't get anywhere. But I'm glad that it's done, and now we can move on to building the rest of this patio cover all the way down. It's really hot in this area, so trying our best to get as much shade as possible. We're gonna go up and say goodnight to my boys. Can't wait to get rid of these boxes. Is Scooper down? Is Scooper ready to go down? Hi, Scooper. Okay, let's go to bed, okay, honey? Let's put your bed together. Where's Papa? Where's Papa? 9:30. Doing sheets because Scooper pooped. Actually peed. Early morning and Brian is at it. He is cutting up the wood that I just painted. Alrighty, back to the backyard, back at it. Everything's set up to, I guess, start assembling. But first we have to pre-cut, measure. Earlier Brian cut this. And hopefully I don't have to paint that. I mean, I don't know why I painted the edges if you're gonna cut it off.
I'm gonna cut a few. Not all of them.
All my work.
Let's get to it.
To waste. Okay. Gloves. Alright, first things first. We're gonna attach these hangers onto these ledgers. And then screw them in. Make sure it's nice and even. Let's see. We already measured. I'm gonna line them up to these lines right here. This is the pencil line. It's gonna get dirty, of course, because you're screwing it, but it's good to come back and touch up. Alright, looks good. Now put this in. It's kind of hard to work with these gloves. Good thing these are magnetic. Oh yeah. Go. Next step is to pre-drill the ledger for these lug bolts that are going to go in here so that they can attach to the house. I'm gonna have to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit ruined, but it's okay. Hopefully the washer for these screws will cover it. Okay, so now we're gonna cut the ledger to length. Feels like a lot of wasted wood, but it's okay. Part of the process. We're moving on to the next ledger. Same thing as this. This is a little shorter, but it's the same idea. I'm gonna mark it every 16 inches. So we see this right here, 16. All the red is every 16. You should also know that in houses, I think every post or whatever is 16 inches as well. So if you're trying to look for something to hang in your own house, it's every 16 inches. Don't hang it on drywall. You gotta hang it on what do you call it?
Stud.
The stud. So that it'll be very sturdy and nothing will fall. Okay. Okay, we're making marks for the hanger. So that we line them up and screw these in. See how the markings are here? That's what we're doing. Whee!
It's 95 degrees outside.
No, choose to work at the hottest time.
It's summer.
Thinking about getting a fire pit, but I don't know, man. It's so hot in this area.
Ready for the winter.
Maybe for winter. Something small and simple and not too crazy. We used to have a small fire pit that's wood, but that got into your eyes, and since we have kids, we don't want that. We need like the gas ones. All right, let's start drilling. Up on the scaffold, me and Brian gonna bolt this to the wall. Oh look, a bug. And I'm in so much pain, but you know, what do you call it? What do you call when you're in pain but you're still working? There's a word for it. No, I'm good. Can't work with that.
So you don't need to have it exactly level.
Uh-huh.
You can do a different high enough like this.
Match up with that? Okay.
And you can make the mark,
Okay.
okay?
Holding the ledger up. Brian already screwed over there. We're screwing it into this thingy, the house basically. Brian's gonna come over here and screw the rest, so then it'll be connected, and then we can work from there all the way back to this area. So I'm your support system, Brian, even though I have babies up there who need me. Okay, so we are drilling into the stucco, but we're gonna try to not hit the wood. So this will hopefully stop it right here, this little stopper. And this is gonna push back a little bit, but let's hope that I can maintain it. This hammer drill. Okay. Oh. This is the last of this area. right, let's go pick up my scoops. Late night. These guys are fighting over chips.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, Auntie. You asked for all week.
Cheers to me. Cheers. Have it, cheers.
Oh, he wants to cheers to the cup. Okay. Okay, be very careful, okay? Hold tight. Cheers. How about cheers, Auntie?
Cheers.
There you go.